we're going to start standing as we have in the other. So find a comfortable position on your mat so you can move around a little bit until you are standing there just as you would be standing, say, anywhere else. Sorry, start at the beginning. Notice how your feet are in contact with the ground and how your body builds up from the bottom all the way up. So what's there? What can I sort of connect to on the inside, and maybe what I cannot, what I don't really sense. And then notice how your pelvis is placed. Do you have the sensation that it's in the center? Is it more right or left? Can you sense a plumb line going right through the body, through the crown of the head, all the way out, down past the tailbone into the earth between your legs? And then notice your shoulders. The head. Going to gently bend our knees and then start shaking our fingers on either hand, and then the wrists, and then the elbows, and then the shoulders, and then bring the arms forward. Keep shaking. Your knees can be slightly bent as if you were releasing something away from you, forward. Strong movements forward. Really pushing and sensing this from the fingertips to the shoulders. So your arms need to be actually quite loose in their strength. Very good. And then release the arms down. Bring your hands on top of the shoulders on either side. And we're going to, as it were, pedal the elbows forward and back. Let the rest of your body move. Keep the knees slightly bent and notice how this movement is reflected in the torso, possibly also in the feet. And then other way around. So the elbow that was coming forward, bring it back, back, back. So you're circling basically the other way. And keep the body loose and open. Remember the sponges of your organs, okay? Being nicely squeezed here. And then release the arms down. You can swing them through a little bit. And then find a foot, doesn't matter which one. We're going to circle the ankle first, foot off the ground, of course. Circle the ankle and then place the toes on the earth and circle around the toes. Okay, so it might make funny noises in both directions. And then lift up the foot and shake out the toes and the ankle as best you can. You can also hold on to something if that's easier. Then shake out the bottom leg, your knee, your thigh, the hip joint. So this is more like a side kick there. Just as what we were doing with the hand, but with your legs. So really kick it out, helping the energy to move through. And then other side. So other foot up. We'll circle first, both directions. And then place the toes on the ground and circle around the toes. You might feel little knots in the fascia, little sounds of something moving here. And then shake out the toes, shake out the foot, the lower leg, the knee, thigh, and then all the way up until you're sort of kicking out towards the side probably, or forwards, kicking out the whole of your leg. And then coming back, both feet together. Bend your knees and bring your hands onto the kneecaps very softly, very gently. Both feet are together, touching. And then we're going to circle the knees to one side and to the other. Notice how your feet move with this. So this is great to keep the knees active. And then straighten your legs and then tap behind the knees. And then bring your hands to your ankles and stroke all the way up the side of the body. Bring your hands to your belly. And then take the right hand and make circles around your navel. So tracing also your digestive tract. So navel's in the center. And we're making big circles around here. And then bring both hands over to the right, underneath the rib cage and over to the right side. A massage here for liver and gallbladder. And then move over to the other side, stomach and spleen. Nice massage here. Then back to the kidneys. And then here to the front, lower belly. Right, so our sexual organs. Now energetically they're always present. So even if we've had operations, the energy of these organs is here. So big circles here. All the way down to the base of the body. And then release your arms. We're going to bring the right foot forward to curl the toes up. We're going to inhale the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands like in front of your heart. Then turn over to that right foot, gentle twist, liver side, deep inhale. And on the exhale, with a shh, we're going to let anything stagnant in the liver go back into the earth to be recycled again. Okay, so together, deep inhale. All the way down. Inhale, coming up, arms up and by your side. Exhale, hands with palms facing down in front of your heart. Again, over the right leg, deep inhale together and along. So basically clearing out anything stagnant, returning it to nature. And then inhaling, arms come up. Last time, third time, exhaling, hands shoulder height. Inhale once more, and then shh. So what is it you're letting go of in this dark moon? That nearly bores you of yourself because you've heard it so many times in your inner thought mill, and then exhaling your arms out towards the side. And then take a moment to stand. Just notice right side and left. Often there's always already a slight difference. And then we're going to turn up the toes of the left foot, so stomach and spleen. And here we'll just do a long exhale through an open mouth. So arms come up. On the inhale, exhale, hands shoulder height. Inhale here, and then push away. All the way down. 2 more times. Beautiful. And then after your 3rd time, we'll come back, stand, bring your right hand to the navel and the left hand on top of the right. Sorry, right hand to the navel, left hand on top of the right. I want you to connect into yourself. Beautiful. And then we'll come and start our sun salutation. So coming to the front of your mat, feet inner hip distance apart or together, shoulders are back, your back is broad, shoulders down, the heart relaxes down towards your spine. On the next inhale, arms come up, your eyes come up. On the next exhale, both hands in front of your heart. Take a moment here to set an intention. It could be a flavor for this one day. It could be a promise to yourself. It could also be just a moment of gratitude, a prayer. And then inhaling, arms come up, eyes move up. On the exhale, touch the earth, head to knee. Inhaling, crown of the earth, the head forward. Exhaling, right leg comes back, right knee to the earth. Inhaling, both arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, arms out, shoulder height, palms facing down. And we're going to twist all the way over to the left. So the right arm bends and we look over the left hand. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back to center. Arms move up to touch the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your heart up. And then both hands come down. Front leg goes back either into plank or onto all fours. Reaching back through the heels. And then bring your knees to the earth. Sit back onto your heels. Come onto all fours and then let the whole body release down to the earth. So find space and make length in the body. Remember, we did this by lifting one leg and then the other. You can always do that. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Dial your elbows in towards the body, the shoulders away and down towards the elbows. On the next inhale, come up into cobra. Leave your head down until the very last minute. When you feel your upper body is there, then slowly unfurl the head and look up towards the sky. And do this 2 more times in your own rhythm. Keeping a heavy head first, and then the chin moves up. And then releasing down, coming back onto all fours. Place your hands, fingertips first, and then the heel of the hand on both sides. Fingers are spread, giving you a solid foundation here. Curl the toes under, move back into downward facing dog. And here you can place or ground one heel as you bend the opposite knee. And do this movement really, really slowly, so slow as you can, sensing what happens in the stretch leg, what happens in the bent leg, and how does that affect the way my arms and shoulders are? And maybe also my pelvis and its alignment. And then our eyes stay forward. Bring your left leg up to touch the sky. Keeping your shoulders squared, your eyes forward, push the left foot all the way over towards the right. So we're opening the hips, grounding the right heel down, and also activating inner side of the right leg, knee moving up, inside knee moving up. And then knee to navel, foot comes forward. This time we're going to keep the back leg up, inhaling both arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, hands come out, shoulder width or shoulder height, and then move all the way over to the left. Beautiful. As if you are swinging over, you can bend the right arm so that it touches the left shoulder. In fact, it's exactly across the body. And then inhaling, coming back to center. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhaling, both arms come up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Lift your heart up to the sky. And then exhale, fingertips to the earth. Front leg goes back into plank. And then bring your knees to the earth. Sit back onto your heels. And then inhaling, coming up. Exhale, lay the whole body down. So we're back on the earth again. Lifting the legs up and the arms reaching back. So see how high you can come here. Reaching through the hands, reaching through the fingers, and stay up here. See if you can come up a little bit higher. And then on the next exhale, relax completely. Lay one side of the head down to the earth. Let your heels move out to the side. Release the body completely. On the next inhale, come up again, arms up, legs up, stretching all the way back. See how high you can go. Try to keep your breath even. And then on the next exhale, release, turn your head to the other side. Let the whole body release down onto the mat and relax. Beautiful. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Come up onto all fours. And from here back into downward facing dog. And then inhaling again, left leg comes up to touch the sky, bend the knee, push the foot all the way over to the right, eyes stay forward. And then left knee into the navel, foot comes forward, back leg comes forward too, both feet parallel, bow down deeply. And then on the inhale, come up, one long sweep, and exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhaling, arms come up, eyes move up. On the exhale, touch the earth, head to knee. Inhale, crown of the head comes forward. Exhale, left leg comes back, left knee to the earth. Inhaling, arms come up. On the exhale, hands shoulder height. Inhale here. On the exhale, go all the way over to the right, bend the left arm as it does so, left elbow, keeping shoulders and arms in one line. Inhaling, coming back to center. Arms move up towards the sky. Then on your next exhale, bend the elbows. Arms face forward, elbows high. Beautiful. And then exhaling, hands to the earth. Front leg comes back into plank. And then bring your knees to the earth. Sit back onto all fours. Toes stay up. Make little tents with your fingertips. Your arms are stretching forward. Keep one knee underneath the armpits and let your head move down to where it feels most comfortable. So it probably won't sag completely, but the ears will stay in line with your upper arms, most probably. And then inhale, coming back, and exhale, move all the way down to the mat. This time we're going to bend the knees and draw our hands back. So you can either stay here, if you wanted to grasp your feet, you can do that, and then find your bow pose here. Heart reaches forward, feet reach away and back from you, and the chin stays parallel, or you could be slightly looking up. And then release down, make a little cushion with your hands, one hand on top of the other, and release your forehead into hands, let your heel fall out towards the side. And the whole back body release. And then gently coming back, find your way back. Every movement, as we say, a dance. Find your way back into downward facing dog. Keep your knees slightly bent first, reaching through your tailbone up towards the sky. And then your eyes come forward. You're going to lift the right leg all the way up towards the sky. Eyes stay forward. And then bend your right knee and push all the way over to the left. Keep the shoulders squared. And then bring right knee into the navel. Foot comes forward. Left leg stays up. Inhaling, both arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. That's it. Okay, exhaling, arms shoulder height. Inhale, create space. On the exhale, move all the way over to the right. So keep your balance by remaining present in both legs. Inhaling back to center, arms come up, eyes move up, and then bend your elbows. Reach the hands forward, hands facing forward. Reach the heart up towards the sky. Come into a back bend here as best you can. Beautiful, yes. And then, okay, if you topple, it doesn't matter. And then hands come down to the earth, front leg goes back again into plank. Beautiful. Knees to the earth. Sit back onto your heels. Inhale, coming up, and then on the exhale again, we find ourselves lying down on the earth. Hands underneath the shoulders. Cobra 3 times, and on the exhale, again, we're going to stick our tongues out and just so release anything that may be stuck in our throats, that may not have found its way out, anything we maybe didn't say when we wanted to. And trusting the body's intelligence that it knows how to create equilibrium again and again. And then coming up Onto all fours, we move directly back into downward facing dog. Your eyes stay forward. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, push over towards the left, keeping shoulders squared. So this really helps to open the back leg, so the bladder meridian and the inside leg. And then knee into navel, foot comes forward, left leg follows, head to knee, bow down deeply. And then on the next inhale, reach up all the way, touch the stars. And on the exhale, reach out through the fingertips, create a sphere around your body. Until you come back to standing, your eyes closed for a moment. Noticing any changes, any movements, any sensations. Okay, so we're going to do one little round of our dance. Okay, and we'll go through the goddess pose on either side. Okay, so we start forward, we'll do the yin warrior. Okay, on the first side, and then we'll twist to the end. And I think now you should be experts in it. Okay, so remember, soft wrists, your fingers are draping down. Okay, like weeping willows, you could imagine maybe. And then we're going to start with the left leg. The left leg moves up with your soft wrists. On the exhale, the left leg moves back. We're still facing forward. We reach the left arm forward and push it. And push the right hand back. So see if you can find a sort of warrior spirit here. As if you're saying, up to here and no more. Or this is where I stand. Okay, so being very clear here. And then inhaling, release the arms up towards the sky, turn towards the side, bend your elbows, palm forward, find goddess pose. See if you can come down deep here, keeping the pelvic floor active. Super. Inhale, reaching your arms up, turn towards the back of the mat. On the exhale, arms shoulder height. Inhale here, and now we're going to twist over towards the left, keeping the arms straight and shoulder height. Only the right arm, of course, bends as it moves to touch the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back all the way to the side of the mat, goddess pose. Beautiful, that's it. Inhale, coming up, turn towards the front. And now we're going to again sweep the arms all the way over towards the right, here with the front leg. Coming back to center, arms come up towards the sky. Arms go back behind us as if we were flying. Upper body moves down. Inhale, coming up. Arms reach up towards the sky. Bend the elbows, shoulder height, lift the heart up. Beautiful. And then with the dynamics of the back leg and the front, we're going to push and see if we can lift the back leg all the way up with the fingertips and then place it back on the earth. Beautiful. Okay, other side. Right leg comes up with your soft wrists. On the exhale, right leg back, right arm forward, left arm back, push. So strong here, feel both arms very present. And then inhaling, arms up towards the sky, turn to the side of the mat, find goddess pose here. Inhaling, arms come up, turn towards the back of the mat, arms shoulder height, and then twist over the front of the right leg, all the way over. Inhale, coming back, come towards the side, find goddess pose here. Beautiful, yes. Inhale, coming up, twist to the front of the mat, and the arms move all the way over. Inhaling, coming back, arms come up. On the exhale, hands back behind you, dip down. Inhaling, arms come up. Bend the elbows, open your heart up, back bend, beautiful. Elbows high, like a cactus. And then a Texan cactus. And then coming back, we're going to use a little bit of momentum to find the right knee and let it grow up with our hands, and then exhale down. Okay, take a moment here to notice how you stand, how you're feeling where you are. And then we're going to come down into a squat. Okay, now you have to be mindful here. You might want to sit on a cushion, okay, or you might want to sit right down, but if you can squat, it's good to squat. See, sensing if hands come together, you sense into the pelvic floor. So these various layers of muscle, and not only, so there's an energetic connection, so draw the pelvic floor like in and up. We're going to practice 2 rounds here of Kapalabhati. Inhaling deeply all the way and exhaling through an open mouth. Inhale to 3/4 and exhale forcefully. Keeping pelvic floor active, don't loosen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Inhale completely. Hold the breath, chin down. Okay, pelvic floor and all its layers coming in and up towards the navel. No tension in the lower jaw. And then chin comes up, exhale. Okay, one more time. Inhaling deeply all the way. Exhaling deeply all the way. Through an open mouth. Inhale to 3/4. And then active pelvic floor as we Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Inhale completely. Chin to chest, hold your breath. Mula Bandha. From the inner arch of the feet all the way up to the pelvic floor. And then chin rises and exhale and sit back onto the mat. Beautiful. So keeping our knees bent, and the feet could be about mat width apart. We're going to reach our arms forward in between the knees and just see how far you can go forward. Now you might want to imagine a thread or maybe even a thick sailing rope that you're pulling. So you reach forward as far as you can, alternating between right and left hands. Beautiful. So notice what else moves when your arms move. You'll probably notice an echo, maybe even down into the feet, but definitely in the sit bones. And then you're going to draw, as if you wanted to draw this rope towards you, and we're moving back as far as you can on the pelvic bone. See if you can go all the way back to the pelvic crest. And when you've reached that point, you pull yourself up again and move forward. Keeping this image, I invite you to really stretch out your body. So there's a mixture here between strength here in the lower belly and a fluid movement and an intention. Beautiful. Very nice. So one more time. As far back as you can without lifting the feet off the ground. So really asking your body to use all its intelligence to hold you here. And then the next time you come forward, you release the rope down, bringing your fingertips to the earth, making little tents, and see how far you can curl yourself forward here. Let your head drop, and you're resting here, upper body between the knees, between the thighs. Head low and relaxed. And then gently coming back up again, leave your feet here on the earth as we move back together with the upper body. So you can use your hands under your thighs to support you, or just see if you can really roll back vertebra by vertebra. And then keep your feet up. Feet on the ground, knees bent, arms beside you. And then bring both arms together. Fingertips are facing towards the earth. Towards the sky. And then interlace all your fingers, including the thumbs. And then outstretch your index fingers and let them touch each other. Ksipana Mudra. We're going to lift the right leg up and place the heel upon the ceiling. So stretching that right leg, flexing the foot. We're going to bring the arms to the outside of the right knee and then come up, but keeping your chin as if your chin were moving towards the hands. So up towards the hands and towards the ceiling. So we're not curling the head, but we're keeping the chin and the eyes active. And you'll notice you can come up quite a bit further here. It's a different effect on the back as well. And then release down, arms back behind your head, if this is possible for you. Elbows can be bent. And then we'll do this again. We'll come up. So this is the exhale when you come up, and the inhale will bring the arms back behind the head. Continue. So come all the way up. So you can, when you're doing this by yourself, you can count the times. Okay, so some movement therapists say it doesn't really matter how many times one side and the other, because one side of the body will always learn from the other. So we could also just do it on one side, theoretically. And then after the next exhale, come back, arms are behind you, and then slowly release the right foot down to stand next to the left. Left leg comes up, and then reach the heel up towards the sky, straighten the leg. Bring your arms up and to the outside of the left knee, and just see what this feels like. First, curl the shoulder blades off the mat, and then on the inhale, you go back. And then repeat this. I think we did about 7 times on the other side. So coming all the way up. Notice what that does in the core. Remember to keep your leg active, not to forget to keep it stretched and strong. Beautiful. And remember to keep the chin parallel, so not curling the head. It's not the head that helps us up. In fact, it's the eyes and the intention and the focus which help us up here. And then coming back, stretch the left leg forward and then bend the foot and place both feet on the ground. Arms will come next to the body, maybe a bit further away than usual. And then taking your toes off the ground, push your heels along the mat until your legs are outstretched. And then release completely. Release the whole body into the earth. Eyes closed. As the day is now here for us, so a new day is born. On a day when the wind is perfect, the sail just needs to open and the world is full of beauty. Today is such a day. My eyes are like the sun that makes promises, the promise of life that it always keeps, each morning. On a day when the wind is perfect, the sail just needs to open and the world is full of beauty. Today is such a day. And then gently opening your senses towards the outside. You might want to even notice that your nerves are like little tendrils moving out to explore what is there. And then move your soft body over to one side and then come up in your own time into a seated position. Your hands might spontaneously find a mudra, maybe one that hasn't got a name yet. And reside in this beautiful landscape of your being. So what parts of this landscape are there still to discover? Where can I open my sails and let the wind blow me in possibly different directions. So I invite you to remain here in meditation. So what is it I have outgrown? And what is it I desire, I envision? To inhabit my highest self always. So you will be hearing from me. Thank you so much for coming. You can stay where you are in meditation, and you'll be hearing from me and also where the monies went and how they were received. So we've got a nice sum to send over to help other women live their vision.